Sorry, I was rocking out. I always get so hyped up when the theme music comes on. It's so much fun. Welcome to the SideKick Power Hour. My name is Nakia. I am one of your hosts this evening. We are here every week on all of these Facebook channels and YouTubes where we are up here rewatching Skeleton Crew. Right now, we're on season 2, but we're going all the way to season 5 when it will premiere later on. And I can't do this every week at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central without my co-host, Joshua R. Pangborn. There he is. Hey. How's it going, Josh?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing all right, my friend. Welcome. Tell us what we are in store for tonight.
Well, tonight we are going to be watching Season 2, Episode 7, which is a really, really powerful episode, I think, in a lot of ways. And it touches on a lot of interesting things, but most importantly, introduces a lot of my favorite characters that are some of the supporting roles for Skeleton Crew over the years, and they've blossomed to some really big fan favorite characters. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the SideKick production universe, and we'll also talk about the musical episode, because why not?
Shocker, we're making a YouTube awesome little series spin-off. Maduger was what we're calling it. We don't know yet, but it's an episode of Skeleton Crew that's a musical episode, and it's super special. We could use your help to make it. If you want to make a donation, you can do so right down below, and that money will go to help pay for the audio recording of the cast recording for the original soundtrack, which is really exciting. I cannot wait for us to share more about that, but I also can't wait to see the introduction of some of my favorite Skeleton Crew characters on tonight's episode. But first, let's take a look at our audience question. Josh, this week we would like to ask our viewers, who is your favorite female identifying character in horror? Oh, well, I already know who this is for me. So, and there's really only one answer that's correct, but that's okay. So
there's a couple,
but we want to know what y'all think. Y'all know we have very strong opinions about this stuff. So we definitely want to hear from you. And the best way to do that is leave us a comment below, or you can follow us and make a tweet or something if you want, and do the hashtag SideKick Power Hour. All right, now it's time to bring in this week's special guest. Every week we've got he's one of the most special guests because he's a regular recurring member of our SideKick Power Hour family. It's Stuart Kiczek.
I prefer is it like a walk-on or appearing.
Now appearing, yes.
Now appearing.
Yes, now appearing. Stuart, how are you?
I'm swell.
Well, you're and
now that I'm here, no matter what's going on today, I'm here now.
That's great. Well, now Josh tells me that you had a big season 5 milestone for Angie this weekend. What was it?
As in not having any more Angie stuff to film. That's the milestone I've reached.
Yeah,
I've officially gotten to the point where I have no more Angie stuff to film. I'm a wrap on season 5.
That's
Angie.
awesome.
Angie is one of the one of the many characters that have wrapped officially for the season. So that's one step closer to bringing everyone season 5 after we finish the musical episode.
That's right.
So things are happening.
Things are happening, and congratulations. Of course, there is still much work to be done, and a few other characters still have more to do. One of them, of course, is our special guest for tonight. So let's take a look what we're in store for. Josh?
All right, guys, we need to keep things rolling today. We've got a long list of people and no time to dilly-dally. So, if they aren't right, we let them know that they aren't right, right?
Right.
Cool. First up, we have Gerard.
Me?
Is there a Gerard in the house?
Are you really going to make me audition?
Last call, Gerard.
Fine.
It is the last call for Gerard, but it's the first call for Christian Marte. Oh,
what's up?
He's giving us Pikachu
yes.
tonight.
Oh, I know that's not Pikachu. I heard it was a Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff, sorry.
Pikachu's right over there.
There's Pikachu. I should know. I did see the Ryan Reynolds blockbuster, but I've never played the game. Sorry.
So you haven't caught them all then, Nakia.
I've not, but my best friend is a huge Pokemon fan. Shout out to Scott, and goes to all the events and stuff. I think that's super cool. Christian, I think you're super cool. How you got involved with the SideKick universe?
So way back when, this is season 2, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, so long ago.
Forever.
I met Chaz, who's Andrew, at a mutual friend's wedding, and sort of our friendship kind of blossomed and grew, and I met all the sidekicks, and I got to find out that Josh was doing this show on YouTube, and I just wanted to be a part of it. So I kind of weaseled him into letting me audition, and I think I originally auditioned for the role of the physician, who's Jay's doctor.
Dr. Janice?
Yes.
I think you did, yeah.
That was the original audition, which I
How
still have.
funny would it have been to have multiple versions of Dr. Janice, but with Christian Marte?
So from there we came up with the character for Gerard, and sort of little by little I've been a parasite on the show, growing and growing.
Oh, well, we're so glad that you have worked your way into our bloodstream. Gerard evolved into a fun character, and you play him so well. Have you had any favorite moments for yourself so far in the series, something that sticks out?
I would say probably the Huxley universe that was created. I think that was some of the most fun stuff, because we all got to play different versions of ourselves on the show than what we were already used to, and we're such a different part of Skeleton Crew. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, well, you're a lot of fun in general, and one of the things that Gerard is one of the characters that gets to wear some of the fun costumes. You clearly love.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite Gerard look?
Oh, there's so many. Josh has put me in so much stuff throughout the years, and I'm just kind of like, go with it. All right.
I love a League of Their Own Gerard.
I would say League of Their Own Gerard is probably my favorite. When we did the 3 Madonnas, it was so hot and we were so sweaty, but it was so worth it.
Yeah.
My favorite Gerard look is yet to show up. I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Ooh,
in this season.
I didn't want to reveal it.
Right. The best.
Gerard has had a lot of stuff this
if you
season.
think Gerard has had good looks so far, the best is yet to come.
Oh, that's true. You're talking. That one is a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah.
This is, I cannot wait. And this was all Christian's design for this one, so
now,
I'm very excited.
Josh also has put you in some outlandish situations. Has there ever been anything that he's asked you to do that's outside of your comfort zone?
Everything. But that's part of what you love about, Skeleton Crew and SideKick Productions, is sort of that you're making a lot of the weird things normal. I think for me, probably just having to even be a sort of sexual character and kind of like going after people, it's so opposite who I am as a person that Gerard has kind of affected me in my own life. So I just that in general has always been a lot of fun.
Well, I think that one of my favorite things about you from SideKick is that you're also in Demon Doctor, and you're going to be in The Art of Blowing It. Tell us about both of those roles.
See, the parasite just keeps going. So Demon Doctor, I get to play a fairy. Art of Blowing It. What's that?
That's a stretch.
Yeah, right. And Art of Blowing It, I play one of Ashley's ex-husbands. So I get to actually be straight, which is so much fun.
Oh man, that's a
stretch.
That's a stretch.
You can tell I didn't write the show because there's straight people in it. So
there are straight people in Skeleton Crew. Hello.
I know. The women.
Now, I've also heard that you've started to explore other sides of filmmaking, and that you worked on a little special project last week. What did you do?
Yes. So we had a little short horror film project called Wasted on the Youth. Wasted on the Young. I'm sorry. Wasted on the Young. And Josh invited me to help out, and I was just like, kind of like, what do you want me to do? Because I'm not acting in this. And he's like, we'll figure it out. So I get there, and he has me behind the camera.
What?
So that was totally cool and a lot of fun, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things that you kind of, even as an actor, don't see every day, watching other people, do their thing.
Sure. And I have to say, for folks at home, I scored the short film and did the sound design, so I got to watch your shots over and over again, Christian. I thought they were great. I thought you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody involved. I'm so excited for the world to see this. So, Josh, when can we see this?
Well, that's a great question. Well, Wasted on the Young was a short little film that I put together with some people because I thought, you know what, let's enter a short film competition that will give me 2 weeks to make a movie. And so we had 2 weeks to make a movie. And the film competition will be on October 30th. So if you follow us on Facebook, you'll see links about how you can watch it through there. Or if you want to wait until SideKick Power Hour, then on November 2nd, we will air the short film on SideKick Power Hour. So either way, you'll get to see it.
It's a lot of fun. I'm really I'm particularly proud of the music for it. I'm really excited for the world to hear it. Thank you for inviting me to be in it, and for inviting me to be a part of the SideKick universe in general. There's a lot going on in the SideKick universe right now, though. I do believe, Josh, that you have some news maybe that you'd like to share.
I have a lot of stuff to talk about this week, which is really wonderful. First, though, we have to shout out to our wonderful designer who did this piece of fan art of Sergio and Xander from Demon Doctor.
Wow.
That is awesome.
This is the same person that did our Barth and Yakimo one.
Oh, wow.
And our Derek one. So
good.
We are really, really grateful for people who, when they take the time, I mean, that's really means a lot because it means that you're taking the time to create art based on art that we have created for people to watch.
Really?
So it's just so amazing to have that experience. And
that means you like this.
It does. It's so lovely. This Friday, you're going to get to be able to see Yas Queen, which is a short film that Stuart, Ashley, Jay, and I made, and Paul made 3 or 4 years ago. That's never seen the light of day, but is now available to be watched on Friday, October 3rd. It is part of a digital horror show being hosted by Lips McCann, or Mackin rather. It was really cool because I was just on a Facebook forum and they were like, does anyone have any horror shows about drag queens? And I thought, well, you know what? We made something that we have. And so therefore we do it. And yeah, Andrew, that was an amazing picture of a drawing of you. I really have to send you a copy of that, I think. Maybe I will. I'll think about it later.
What other news do you have?
There's so many things to go on. So, in addition to that, we also found out that Skeleton Crew was accepted to the British Web Awards.
Oh, cheerio!
And Demon Doctor was accepted to the British Web Awards.
Blimey!
That's a great picture.
That is a great picture. This is one of Christian's characters from Demon Doctor because he does play it too, technically, in a very organic fashion. We also discovered that Demon Doctor was accepted to the Horrors for You Pumpkinhead Awards.
Hey.
And this is a picture of Stuart and Hunter Thor. And this is very exciting for me. We have a screenplay for our first feature film called Bloody Bears that was accepted to the Horrors for You festival as well. So we haven't even shot anything for this. This is the first feature film that I want us to work on as a team, and it's been accepted to a festival already as a script. So that is really some exciting stuff, I think.
Wow.
And if you don't get a chance to see Yas Queen on Friday, I promise you that next week we will show it on Power Hour as part of our run up to Halloween because it's important to celebrate Halloween with as much horror as possible.
Totally.
And speaking of horrors, I know that would become a broken record at this point, but this is a segue I think we should take nonetheless. I think it's really important to remember that in less than 2 weeks at this point, it is time to vote in the national election. And it has felt like a very real horror story for the past 4 years, especially this year being the climax of it. So hopefully this denouement on November 3rd will give us a happy ending.
A season
But
finale.
it's season finale.
Series finale.
Series
something.
finale, yes.
Series finale of something. But it's really important that you vote. We've talked about this for the past few weeks now. It really means a lot to us. To if you are if you are a U.S. citizen, that you vote in this upcoming election. If you don't know where to vote, you don't know where your polling place is. This is a way you can find that out through this link right here. It's super, super, super important though that you think about not think about, but do go out and vote, because so much is riding on what's going to happen next, and so much is at risk. And I look forward to everyone coming together and fighting for what we deserve and need to have happen. So,
Well, what we really, really want to say is you just got to do it. Do it. Go vote. For real. And thank you, Richard, for that. It is so exciting to see these nominations coming in, and sometimes when they turn into awards, that's great. But it is one of those things where it's really cool to be nominated. And thanks, Josh, for tracking these festivals down and submitting to them. That's half the battle. If people can't see it, then they can't award it. So thank you so much for that. And don't forget, folks, that you can get your own Skeleton Crew t-shirt or Demon Doctor t-shirt or Art of Bluing It t-shirt, just like that one right there, over at tpublic.com/user/sidekick productions. So please head over there and do that. And we're going to head right here and do this.
I cannot wait. This is such a fun episode.
This is season 2, episode 7. No bones about it. Original air date December 18th, 2016. We skipped a month, basically, right here.
And away we go.
All right.
He's not coming. He's coming. He's coming. Stop. You know I'm nervous. Should have known you'd wear red. It's pink, Piper. Oh, pink, Piper, pink, Piper.
Wait,
Oh, honey, it is red and you know
she
it.
has red hair.
What invited you here to meet you? Just try to be a little bit
I just
nicer.
realized this.
Oh, and I will be. Just as soon as he gets here. But why? You insist
I mean, she looks
on
like
moving from one
more
relationship
like a
to another
harlot.
so soon.
Piper's
After this
aesthetic
whole
was not
disaster
figured out
is beyond
right
me.
in season 2.
Oh, she can't even look at a picture of you without
There's been an
crying.
evolution for everybody. I
Her
think.
favorite daughter. That's not fair. And you know I'm not Mama's favorite. I know.
Wait, who was the
I
stand-in
am.
for this?
Why
I
do you
was.
have to be such a bitch all the time? Elena, resorting to such name calling. Honey, you should be ashamed. Oh, but I guess it's because you are a failed wife. Can't we just try to get along? Can't you try to be a little bit more modest and hide those breasts? They're called breasts, Piper, and every woman has them. Well, I'm very well aware of that. Every woman has them, but not every woman needs to flaunt them around like that. Oh, it's just tasteful. Well, not every woman has them like I do. I can't help that. It's not my fault. Oh, that's not true, Evelina. I've got the exact same things under here, except I don't need to show my dirty pillows to everybody. Only God when I'm taking a shower, and my husband on every Thursday. Oh, he's here.
That was an Ashley ad-lib.
Where were
Consistent.
you?
What just happened?
Right.
Where were you?
Oh, forget about it. Just get in here. Piper, this is Casimir.
Caroline, it is my greatest pleasure to meet you.
So, what do you think?
The dress is blue.
Oh, honey, they're all gonna laugh. at
I
you.
see gold.
What do you mean? He's not Greek.
I'm German.
Oh, Evelina, are you really trying to get Mom and Daddy to hate you? I mean, seriously. Evan, yeah, he was a disaster, but at least he was great. Stop it right now. Seriously, I can't anymore with you.
That could have gone better.
Yeah, I could have.
Absolutely, William.
Shanghi! Oh, I'm so glad you were
What's
able
his
to see
name?
us today.
Jean-Guy.
Jean-Guy.
Went on the phone. This is clearly an emergency.
Clearly.
What are we doing here?
Well, I thought it was time for another lesson. I really, really wanted you to experience what I go through on almost a daily basis.
Oh my god, I just remember what
As
happens.
fetching as I am. So,
I'd never
today's lesson
forget.
is about body waxing.
No way. No.
Oh, now it's really much more pleasant than it sounds. Well, not really, but it is a necessary evil. And I really think if you're going to get into my head, that you need to experience a few things that I do every day. Just a little bit.
Every day?
Off with the shirt.
Just a little hot wax, you know, a little yank, and whoosh, off it goes.
No, that's okay, thanks. I'm not going to be doing that. See, I've gotten attached to my hair. It's taken root, if you will. No.
Now, you agreed to learn about me and my world.
Really?
And how in the world are you going to write my life story if you don't?
If I were writing a story about a serial killer, I don't need to go around slaughtering people first.
No.
Don't you though?
Don't you though? Yeah. Like,
To cross that imaginary
That's
line
how it works.
between the masculine and the feminine, there are a few things that you need to know.
So, off with the shirt.
Besides, I'm paying you.
Yeah, and about that, what are you paying me? We haven't discussed that.
Money. Now, you need it. Listen, sweetie, I know you've been having a really rough time, but trust me when I say that I know what's best for you.
Here we go.
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Ugh. Deep breaths, everyone.
Trigger warning.
This is not hot wax, by the way. This is
Saloon
just
music.
wax.
So, Dish, what have you got for me today?
Where to start?
With me. Start with me. If you're going to be putting scalding hot wax on my back, I expect you to focus on me the whole time.
Oh, please, calm down. You're going to be fine. Really? Lord.
I'm here. There's nothing
This
to
drive that you have to be the center of attention. Of course, it's obvious that you're Veronica's brother.
Ah!
What a drama queen.
He's like you know?
Oh, no, I'm a drag queen, not a drama queen.
just like a cat.
Oh,
The things we do for what we love.
Yeah.
ugh. The same shot like 4 times.
And so he landed the part as the face of the Armageddon Gym franchise, but he is expected to gain 60 pounds in order to portray the before and after photos.
Oh, gosh, it seems that your friend Milton really has a problem.
And there we go. All done with
Milton.
the back. On to the front.
No. That's enough.
But Anthony, you're only halfway done.
And that's where I'm going to stay. But if your friend needs to get fat fast, I think I know someone who can help him.
Excellent. I'll give him a call. But first, that will be $150. Or we can work it off in other ways.
Thanks.
Like
I'm
what?
going to pass.
I wasn't talking to you.
Ooh.
Anthony, it's not always about you, you know.
I wish you'd let her.
I know it was you.
Pardon me?
You cut Anthony out of his chastity belt, didn't you?
I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, lying comes so easy to you considering you were a priest. I warned you, Anthony is off limits. He is in a delicate place right now, and you're not going to mess up things for me.
You baffle me, Horatio. You could be doing so much with your life, yet you choose to sit here manipulating.
And you're not. I don't see you going out there looking for a purpose Or you waiting for God to send you a rainbow sign?
You're not a bad person, Horatio. Why do you insist on acting like one?
I'm just dealing with the hands I was dealt.
No, he's a bad person.
Or you could just not play at all. Imagine what you could accomplish then.
Still giving advice. Advice no one wants to hear.
My words are for all to hear. It's you who chooses what to do with them.
Yeah, whatever. Just stay away from Anthony. This is the last time I'm going to tell you.
Damn.
I see.
Also, you need to leave. I'm having someone over.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just get out.
Wait. So you're having a date over to the apartment that you share with your boyfriend?
Oh, you make it sound way worse.
Well, I was a priest.
So stop judging me.
No.
I do what I want. Anthony does what I want. You see, we have that kind of relationship. He understands me.
Yeah, well, I'm not going anywhere.
For you,
I
Angie.
have a choice.
No, Horatio. Read your Bible. God gave everyone a choice, including Lucifer. Some of us just know how to make better ones.
Okay.
That was a read bit.
That is a terrible idea.
What?
I would never go for it.
I don't need your advice.
When you're
Something's
getting
afoot.
Legs, baby, legs.
This guy's late.
Legs for days, Barbara.
Such a rush to be laughed at.
She looks great.
I've had just about enough of you.
Hi, are you Anthony?
Yes, I am.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Milton. Thank you so much for helping me.
I don't think yet.
No. You're helping me fulfilling my dream.
Well, it's not really me that's going to be doing it. It's my friend Hunter.
Where is he?
He's in the back room. He's expecting us.
Oh, okay. So let's go meet him because we don't want to waste time. I have a lot of work to do if I want to be as fat as you are.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why does an exercise company want you to gain weight to model for them?
Well, they want an authentic before for the before and after pictures. But for $100,000, I'll be as fat, as disgusting as they want. Sorry, no offense.
He's charming.
Yeah, well, let's go see Hunter then.
Okay, let's make this belly bouncing.
Oh, my little fool.
Oh.
You make it so
Yes,
easy.
would be.
You want me to what?
Help me gain 60 pounds.
Are you serious?
Don't act so surprised. You've done this before for plenty of guys.
Yeah, sexual partners. This is not the same thing.
Well, then pretend he's someone you want to have sex with.
No, I'm not gay.
Check yourself, Milton. We're talking here.
I can't believe you would use this as an
Sass.
excuse to come and see me.
Like I would do that. I am just trying to help out a friend.
Oh, because you two are so close?
No. We just met.
Milton, I said to stop talking. This does not concern you.
Look, I don't have time for this anyway.
I just want the Milton and you show. Just these two need to go on a road trip.
I don't know. Taxes wasn't enough.
Well, if you can do whatever he says you can do, I'll be happy to pay you. How much do you need?
More than you can afford.
Really? Try me.
50,000.
Done.
Milton, that's about half the money you're making from this modeling contract.
Oh, I'm done. How about what's a good number?
5,000 should do it.
Deal.
Well, he certainly negotiated well.
That's
I wanted you to be happy.
Give me your cash
Just
out.
forget about the last
I'm
couple
gonna sign that over right now.
Oh, hello.
But
it was nice meeting you, Milton.
okay.
I can't believe you did that. I mean, he was going to pay you to do something that you love to do anyway.
Something I love to do with you, with Aaron, with someone I care about. I don't know this guy. I don't know who he is. I can't believe you have such a lack of respect for me. Like, this is what you think of me.
I respect
I worked with
$5,000.
We'll be right
Oh,
back.
gosh.
Break. Stand
Oh,
by.
what?
I knew a girl, they called her Queero. She was my friend, she was my shero. We are Queero. We are Queero.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We've got a surprise for everyone tonight. We couldn't wait until tomorrow to see Reverend Yolanda, so we asked her to stop by and tell us all about Queero herself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Reverend Yolanda. Hi there.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Well, Yolanda, I can't wait for tomorrow's show. How can our audience watch?
Oh my God, it's so exciting about the show. Thank you so much for hosting it. They can watch on facebook.com/Rev Yolanda, R-E-V Yolanda, or on my YouTube channel, which is, it's a long, I don't have a vanity name for my YouTube channel. So you can just search Reverend Yolanda Queero and it will take you to my YouTube channel if you prefer to watch there, or on StreamYard.
That's right. Or you can tune in right here to SideKick Productions, because it's also going to be airing on SideKick Productions simultaneously tomorrow night. Yolanda, tell us a little bit about Queero, will you?
Well, I'm so excited to share this with you. It's a story about a childhood friend who her and her family befriended me in the 4th grade, and this was in 1960s Alabama, you know, and I was a very out and open queer child. Like, I knew that I was queer, you know, and you know, most people were bullying me at the time, but this young woman and her family took me in and helped me gain self-esteem. And so that's what the song is about, and the wonderful artistry by artist Ben Wu. And we created a hardcover storybook. I'm like, wow.
That's so awesome. Well, we cannot wait until tomorrow night, but you're going to have to wait, folks, because it's happening tomorrow night. We will be here. It's 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on SideKick, on Reverend Yolanda's page, on the YouTubes. Please tune in. If you watched the Yolanda Nanda premiere that we hosted, it's so much fun. I know that there's going to be some special surprise guests tomorrow as well. You don't.
Yes, a Grammy Award winner is coming, which is really exciting.
Is it Drake? Is it Drake?
Yeah. He'll sign you up.
All right.
Lady Gaga's going to be there? Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, we'll definitely be watching tomorrow night right here with everybody, and I can't wait to see it. Thanks so much for stopping by.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was so exciting. If you're just tuning in, oh my gosh, it's another episode of the SideKick Power Hour, where we celebrate all things of part of the SideKick universe. That means Skeleton Crew, Demon Doctor, Art of Blowing It, Yolanda Nanda, or the newest thing that we've just done this past week, which is called Wasted
the Young, on the Wasted on the Young.
On the Young. Oh my gosh, I keep calling it Youth Gone Wild or Wasted on the Youth or something. I keep screwing it up.
None of those things.
Which will be premiering here on November 2nd. But next week, we'll also be showing you Yas Queen right here on the SideKick Power Hour. And you can see it this week at a special showing for part of Lip Mackin's Freak Flicks, a digital horror show. So now let's talk about this opening, but first let's get Stuart and Christian back in here. So every week this season, we've seen an homage to something in the opening. Josh, what is the first scene an homage to tonight?
Well, tonight's episode was an easy choice because I knew Piper was in the scene, and I knew that because of that, it felt natural to go with Carrie, to lean into Carrie, especially with Ashley wearing that bright red dress. So, and Piper's just one of those characters that would fit right into a horror film, I think. So,
Sure, hence the dirty pillows line. That's true.
exactly, and they're all going to laugh at you. I mean,
That's right. And now
it's a very subtle scene. It was very subtle for a skeleton crew scene, but it was.
Sure. And that reminds me of our audience question tonight. So let's turn to the guests and see what they think first. We asked this week, who is your favorite female identifying character in horror? And what do the guests have to say, Josh?
Well, Carl had a very wonderful decision with Morticia Adams.
That's a very
Excellent.
I think that Gato, Barbara Steele, and Black Sunday is always a good choice as well.
I mean, classic.
Barbara Steele in anything, I think. So
Yeah, for real.
Richard hit it on the head with Sissy Spacek and Carrie.
I mean, I just watched Alien 2 this past week. Robert had forgot how scary it was. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to watch." Yeah.
I saw Alien on a second date. I had never seen Alien before, and I was 19 at the time, and it was my second date with someone, and I saw Alien. And I was like, "Oh, okay, this is better than I thought it would be."
Wow.
Not the date, but the show.
Christian, what about you? Your favorite female identifying horror character?
There's so many, but I would probably have to go, just because it's more modern, Toni Collette in Hereditary.
Oh, yes.
I have still yet to see that.
Haven't seen. Oh,
I did just watch the Babadook Duncan or the
Babadook.
The Babadook. I watched that.
The Babadunka-dunk.
That was awesome.
Babadunkadunk.
And then Stuart, who's your favorite female identifying horror character?
I would go with Kirsten from Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors.
Oh wow! I mean, that's y'all. I mean that.
I'm going for the deep cuts. Yeah,
deep cuts. Stuart, I'm loving you tonight. Josh.
I would probably have to go with Baby Jane Hudson.
Whoa!
Because
wow, there.
That's a deep cut.
How does that count as a horror film? Yes.
I mean, yes, I think so.
Have you seen that film?
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? It's absolutely a horror film.
It's weird. But I would say for me, my all-time favorite female identifying character in horror is Elvira.
Oh,
of course.
Okay, wait. Can I go back?
And I would just like to point out that earlier this week I was going on about Elvira because we just watched Mistress of the Dark again this past week, and a friend of mine shared a really good interview with her. It's over at my Twitter, and you'll be able to tell which tweet it is because Elvira liked it. So, so go check it out. It's a great article. Elvira, talks about her relationship with Elvis and how she met him, and how he kind of changed her whole life. She talks about dancing when she was a kid, growing up, and she talks about how she, basically all those years that she was doing that show, every so often she'd just renegotiate the rights to part of it until one day she had all the rights to every part of it. And so she's one of the few people, think about this, in horror, that there's a franchise where the person who is the star of the franchise gets all the money. The character gets all the money. She owns it all. So all of the Elvira stuff goes to her. If you buy something, it goes to her.
That's fantastic. That's really wonderful.
And she talks about getting her start with like people like Paul Rubens, who was Pee Wee Herman, and the improv scene and stuff. It's a really good interview. And she really also touches on some LGBT stuff because she talks about how so many gay men helped her throughout her career, and how throughout her career she loves meeting gay fans who as she's put it, sometimes she knew that if they had her poster in their bedroom, they either wanted to do her or wanted to be her.
I mean, she was an amazing judge on RuPaul's Drag Race season 4. She did
when I was
such
a
a good
kid,
job.
I just wanted to grow up and be Elvira.
No, she was so cool, so cool.
We have a few more quickly. We've got the woman from The Ring. I'm not your effing mother. We've got Pamela Voorhees, which of course, I mean, that's iconic, Paul.
Jason
Wood. And then I don't know who Bruins captain is, but he agrees with you, or they agree with you, I should assume. They agree with you, Christian.
Yeah.
I've got to go watch it.
I think that Toni Collette should have been nominated for an Academy Award and possibly even won, but because it's horror, she's not going to get the recognition she should deserves.
I'm surprised nobody said Kathy Bates' Misery.
Well, if I'll tell you who would have if she was here tonight, and that would have been Ashley. She would have.
And you know why she would have said that? Because actually, Ashley Monique Menard is playing Kathy Bates in Misery tonight at a reading of the wonderful Pandemic Players, and she is so. I think that's going to be available to stream later on YouTube as well. And also another Rose from Get Out is also wonderful.
Yes.
She's very funny.
Josh, we've got to talk about the waxing because that was pretty scary. What was that?
Well, it was dedication. That's the one word we'll use. It was dedication and blood and pain and suffering because you suffer. It was definitely real blood. We did not yet understand how to do special effects to the level that we could mask that blood as something else. So that was real blood. Jean-Guy is played by a friend of mine named Ray Salvaggio. And Ray is an amazingly wonderful person. He is also a nurse, so he acts for fun with us. And Ray's done a lot of incredible work right now, by the way. This year he's been working very, very hard in New York City to help COVID patients. And he's usually a person who works with children, but he got moved into the COVID ward like so many other people who work as nurses. Thank you, Ray, and everyone who's been working hard to help people over the course of this year. But Ray, I was like, Ray, what do you think about doing this? Because it's also a scene that it's like, I don't want to ask just any random person. I don't want to cast somebody and be like, by the way, you're also going to be causing me immense amount of pain for 2 hours. Can you handle that? So I was like, Ray, let's have you do that. And Ray did the whole thing. We actually have the whole 2.5 hours on film. Of the whole process of that.
That'll be on his
extended cut.
That'll be on OnlyFans next week. But this,
I also, just so you know, just before you get to that, Nakia, I want everyone to know that Stuart wasn't able to be there that day, so I actually filmed that scene myself. In addition to having all that happen, so it was a very there was a lot of stimulation that day.
Now, have you waxed before? Had you done it before or after?
Never. I had never experienced body waxing before.
That was a wrong move, but anyway,
it was so painful.
Speaking of the waxing, you guys last week we talked about it. You asked for it in the comments, and I promised everyone a special treat tonight. So here are Josh and Stuart in a shower going at it.
What?
Sure, the words I'm saying may seem to confound, but it's not sex I'm talking about. I'm just clowning around, clowning around. I'm a comedian at heart, and the smile I leave upon your face can light up the dark. I'm a laugh machine, I'll leave you tickled pink. Let's clown around if that's your king. We can clown around if that's your king.
Oh, that name.
So that was us prepping for the episode we watched last week. That was some of the prep that we had to do to get me to look more like Buttercup. And Stuart was very hands-on with that. It was very, very hands-on.
Yeah.
Took one for the team.
Took one for the team, did the carpet and the drapes.
No carpet, no, nothing was, and no drapes either. That didn't also get shaved. Really,
I can't believe that you still had that little clip on your phone after all these years. Let's give a quick shout out to Catalin, who makes his debut as Milton in this episode. Right?
I am Milton.
I forgot that this was that episode until just a moment ago when he popped in. So adorable. So lovable. Welcome to Skeleton Crew. Milton, played by Catalin Stellion. And we love that. Now, Josh, tell us a little bit about Milton and the storyline there.
So I thought Milton is one of those interesting characters that I had like as a one-off character that but a lot like Gerard, I wanted to evolve into something more, which over the years Milton did evolve into something more, just like Gerard and like a lot of our one-off characters. Jean-Guy, Jean-Guy comes back and they become more than just a passing joke and everything. In this show, this season, Milton was supposed to show how Anthony is not getting what Hunter wants, and because on the surface it seems like a logical thing, like Hunter likes to do this, you can do this together. Anthony's going to be a hero. He's going to bring them together, and then Hunter's going to want him back. And it doesn't work out that way because for Hunter, there's a level of intimacy that goes into what he wants to do when it comes to feeding and fattening a fellow. Look at all those F's too. Feeding and fattening a fellow. That's a nice alliteration I just came up with right now.
Nice alliteration, yo.
Well, that reminds me that we did just hear a little bit of the musical episode in that.
That's right.
Josh snuck that in, and
Spoilers.
Somebody asked about it in the comments. So that's one of the songs for the musical episode. You can help us make that musical episode by making a donation right down there. But for now, we're going to get back to this episode, which is season 2, episode 7. Bones are drying in the air.
Oh, something like
Who
that.
came
Yes.
up with that title?
That is not the title. It is No Bones About It.
But let's get it back. Oh, there she is. There she is.
This is one of our only things we have with cigarettes too.
Why don't you come up and see me sometime?
Got a light?
What are you up to now, Carla?
Just looking for a light for my ciggy. But be careful. These things can kill you.
Yeah, well, in your case, we can only hope.
Still spreading misery, I see.
When sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in battalions.
Hiding behind the words of others as if that will excuse you and your actions.
Goodbye, Carla.
If you're taking the subway to see Glenn, be sure to step in front of the train.
Damn.
Aren't you going to be like that?
Hey there, big fella.
Hey.
Glad you can make it. They say third time's a charm.
Hey there. I didn't realize you have someone else here too. I don't do threesomes.
Just ignore him. He's my roommate's roommate.
So he's your roommate.
Oh, he doesn't like to refer to me as that.
Just ignore him. He's a necessary evil.
You look familiar. Ain't you a priest?
Please don't tell me you slept with him.
Nah, man. I got my standards. I don't want God peeved at me.
It's quite all right, Horatio. I can confirm for you that this conquest of yours is not someone I've had the pleasure of spending the night with.
Thank God.
Really?
So, to the bedroom.
I think that was all Frank too with the.
Yeah, he trying to flex? Like.
Meanwhile.
You know, I don't get why he was so angry, and my back feels really, really weird.
That's just the sensation of the fabric against your skin, which is a very strange sensation, and which you would never know unless I asked you and coaxed you into having it done.
It is
That's
true.
Why I
It's
wanted you to
very
do it, because
strange.
The feeling is totally
Write what you know.
This is what
I was
shirts feel
trying
like.
to do him a favor. I figured since he doesn't
Oh.
have me anymore, then he
Oh,
needed
sure.
someone to fatten up.
That's a tad bit ignorant of his needs, don't you think?
I don't think so. I think it was incredibly thoughtful. But I guess he's just too stubborn to see it. Oh, so you disagree?
It's not that, my boy. It's just that you remind me of my son, Drake.
Oh. The selfish son who hates you. I'm flattered.
He doesn't hate me. I know he says he hates me, but he really doesn't hate me.
I know a thing or two about lying to yourself, madam. Perhaps that's what you're doing right now.
Oh, hi, Ethel, darling. How are you?
Oh, hello, Mr. Reed. How's it going?
It's going as well.
Sorry, my uniform blew up in the laundry.
You really should be upsetting Mr. Reed, Anthony.
Yes, well, perhaps Mr. Reed should learn to grow some thicker skin.
Oh. Well, that reminds me. There is something I'd like to give you to take home with you, Anthony. So, Ethel, could you keep our guest company while I'm out?
Of course, Mr. Reed.
So how are things at home?
Oh, busy. You know how it is when you have a man to take care of.
That's true.
I did.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
Don't be. I mean, I'm starting to think I was pretty darn awful at taking care of him. I mean, terrible, in fact.
I'm sure that's not true.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we all get what we earn in the end.
I just can't believe she
Cut
left
to
it.
getting what you earn in the end.
Us. She laughed at us.
Yeah.
That's not the Perky Polly I know.
Yeah, things didn't exactly go as planned with my sister.
Apparently, I'm not Greek enough.
You're not Greek at all.
But you know what? I don't care what she thinks.
What about your mother?
I mean, if I did everything that my mom wanted me to do, I'd be a housewife right now. I mean, I wouldn't be an actress. And that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want you. Oh, Cass. That's what makes me happy.
Hey, Hunter.
So sad.
What are you doing here?
You have failed the
This
city.
isn't easy for me to say, but
This is my Red Riding Hood
I
look.
need someone. I need you. I need you.
Anything good on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I being too loud?
No, not at all, Father. I was just packing up. Horatio's asleep.
Horatio's quiet, don't worry.
You don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
I used to go to your church from time to time.
I'm sorry. There's so many people. Unless you're a regular, it's easy to forget.
Don't worry about it.
Rude.
Would you like me to get you some food? Maybe something to drink?
I did go to confession with you one time.
Oh?
Yeah. I guess you don't remember that neither.
I try to not dwell on what I hear in confession.
I bet you hear some real awful things.
Well, I did. I'm not a priest anymore.
You're not? Why?
That's a long story that I'd rather not get into.
So what do you do now?
I'm still waiting for the Lord to help me out with that.
Well, here's hoping he does.
All right, that episode hasn't happened yet.
Until then, I'm very fortunate to have friends like Anthony to help me out.
Who's Anthony?
Another long story that probably wouldn't make much sense to you.
I'm inquisitive. Not much in the way for stories.
Can't believe I wore these
so
glasses.
You really don't remember my
Quid
confession?
pro quo.
Nope.
So do you want to hook up before I head out tonight?
Definitely.
Do you think I could use the bathroom?
Through the beaded curtain. Make it right.
Polly has a homosexual's decorating sense.
No.
She just has
Wizard
Josh's.
of Oz? It's just Wizard of Oz. A friend of Dorothy, if you know what I mean.
Listen, I got a big day tomorrow, so I don't know how late I could really even stay up.
That's an awkward fold in that blanket.
Whoa, stop. What are you doing?
This is what you want, right? I wanted, but isn't it?
Horny munchkin,
I know
get
you're
off me.
upset, but I think we need to go.
Come on, Hunter. Come on. I bought a cake on the way over here. I thought you could feed it to me. Come on.
No,
He's
we're
so
not
smooth.
together anymore. I need you to leave.
I That's never stopped you before.
Come on, you're embarrassing yourself.
Oh.
Me.
Damn.
I'm embarrassing myself?
Oh.
Me.
Shh, Polly's sleeping. Have some consideration for others.
It's
you?
4:30 in the
Believe
afternoon.
you,
She
Hunter.
can-
I've come to you because I need you. And this is how you treat me.
You don't need me. You need someone to hug you and tell you everything's going to be all right. Because that mess you moved into our home isn't cutting it for you anymore.
Yeah, well, that's not true because I could have gone to Father Anglicus.
Maybe you should have and saved yourself all of this.
Come on, Hunter. You're being freaking ridiculous, okay?
Anglicus is busy.
Look at this. Look at the cake. You know you want to feed me, so feed me. Okay? Feed me. You know you want it and you love me.
Anthony, this is not enough. You need to go.
I love you too. I love you, Hunter. It's just you don't understand what it's like up here. It's so hard sometimes.
You don't know what it's like.
You
don't know what it's like when your entire world is spinning in one direction and then suddenly it stops and everything crashes to the ground around you and then starts spinning in some other direction and you're sitting there trying to clean up this huge mess with no clue of who you are. And then you find yourself just repeating the same broken paths over and over again.
Dang it, Carl.
Hunter, come on.
Feed me all night long.
You know you want to do it, right? It's easy.
Anthony, you need to learn to take care of yourself. And you're not right for me until you can. And you're not right for me until you do.
I thought I smelled cake. Help you out there.
Let me help you out there.
I'm sorry for the mess, Apollina.
Oh, I love those undies.
I actually am wearing that exact pair right now.
Wait, he just leaves the house like that?
Yes,
You
yes, he
heard that.
does.
Oh, yeah. Thin walls. Not good for secrets.
Where did we go wrong, Polly?
Honey, don't ask me. My life is a disaster.
No, it's not.
It was store-bought for sure.
Things will get better.
Yeah.
Or will
There were 4 stunt cakes.
Only 2.
I forgot about this.
Hey, you. You look delicious.
Hello.
Whoa.
Don't look so surprised. I told you I would call.
Yeah, I thought you meant on the phone. I didn't think you meant a house call.
Yeah, well, I didn't have your number. Neither did your
this
sister,
is the
but
start of
she
the
had your
Ernie
address,
era.
so this is the best I could do.
Wait, you've seen my sister? How's she doing? They won't let me talk to her.
Calm down. She's doing all right. The doctors have her locked up in solitary right now.
What did she do?
Nothing. It's for her own protection. The other... Your sister can be a lot to handle. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Believe me, I am. Oh, I am. But at least tell me that they're going to let her out soon, right?
Like I said, she's a lot to handle. She pissed off one of the doctors, and he's taken his sweet time filing her release papers. But don't worry, we will have her out soon.
Thanks. That's good to know. Do you want to come in?
No. I came to apologize. At that charity thing, that's really not the kind of guy I am.
What, horny?
I don't know what came over me. Well, I do know what came over me. It's been a long time.
Who?
And I'm really, really attracted to you, and so I let myself get carried away. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was hoping.
I gotta say, the
maybe
cake smear is pretty
you
consistent.
went on a real date sometime.
What
Considering these are very different days.
Oh, I mean that would be. I just don't think I'm in the right place right now for.
Okay. Can I at least get your number? Maybe give you a call sometime. Take it slow.
Yeah, I guess that would be okay.
Such a freaking gentleman.
Sorry, you really look like you could use a hug.
And so it begins.
You know, if you had told me what the baked goods were for, I would have emptied out my supply.
I think we've had enough.
What about that cake? You could feed that to me.
Not that cake.
No, that's for somebody else. I'll be back for it.
We must never speak of this cake.
You know, I really liked that part where you made me eat the donut off of you and then lick off the icing. I think I missed a spot.
Kinky bitch.
Didn't he just finish saying he didn't want to do this in someone else's house?
Yeah, don't be such a freaking hypocrite.
Well. That was a lot of fun. I'm super hungry now.
You did. I know, right?
I love those kinds of like store-bought cheap chocolate cakes. I could eat
An Entenmann's
I'm
cake.
looking at you. The scene though is really intense, right? Like it's a really intense scene, and you know, why don't we take a minute, Josh? I mean, you know, tell us how that went in the moment and what you were thinking when you wrote it.
Sure. Well, Skeleton Crew is one of the things that was Skeleton Crew when I started it was I wanted to explore a lot of identities and sexual interests beyond just simple sex. I wanted to bring in various fetishes and various ideas and all. And one of the things that was part of Hunter's life and Hunter's experience was the gaming fetish. And I didn't want to. I didn't want a very special episode, anything with fetishes. I wanted to make all the fetishes sort of just be a part of who the characters are. So this is one of those. This is one of the more overt scenes with Hunter and Anthony, but it's one of the scenes that I wanted to just establish that this is a part of who Hunter is, and this is what he's into and interested in, and this is Anthony doing what he can to try to figure out how to learn about that and explore that. At the same time, it's not the right moment for either of them because both of them have unfortunately crossed a little difficult to share lifestyle and everything. But I mean, this is something that who Hunter is, and Hunter is someone in the gaming encouraging community, and it's an important thing for him to live that without it being about his character, and the episode being about that. This is just another aspect of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I've definitely, you know, in my years have ventured into and out of moments that involve that, you know, the gaining encourager kind of scene. I think that it is, you handle it really well here. And I think anytime it's ever come up that it's always been done really, really well. And I you know, I know we've talked about that a lot, just about how the show works in that way to normalize things like that. But I think it's just so cool.
It's the same kind of thing like with Simon too, like with Simon, like with the adult baby aspect
Sure.
of Simon. I want these to be aspects of their characters, but not who their characters are. And because I think too many shows when they're about when a character has a fetish in a show, it becomes that's who the character is then, and I'd rather that be a part of what the character is as opposed to anything else. So
Yeah. Christian, what's it like for you looking back on your first real scenes as Gerard? Have you changed the way that you play him at all?
Yeah, I got rid of those glasses.
That was a terrible choice on my part.
There was a look. I like those glasses. That was
Well, you know what it was is that initially I think Gerard was supposed to be a lot older. I think he's supposed to be sort of around the age of everyone else.
Oh, okay.
And so I came into this idea that Gerard is an older character. And I think with time passing, it was like his age doesn't really matter so much. We need to focus on the actual developing of the character and what makes Gerard. So kind of made him a little bit younger, a little more, you know, geeky with him being an accountant and all.
Sure.
So definitely the character has changed. Every season, I'd say you're getting a new facet.
Well, you're going to get lots more Gerard William P. Roberts. Stay tuned for sure. Stuart Kiczek, thank you so much for joining us this week. A fun episode with Angie. Obviously the two Angie and Gerard have this is the confirmation of they've moved from confession to consensual sex here. So that's fun to see Angie getting a little bit along the way.
What?
I think it's
fun
great.
Fact.
Like Angie's one of the main characters of the show, but you're also consistently, especially early on, you kind of slept around the room, like you went around. So I think that's great.
When Angie, got his freedom, he enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Even before, because Angie had sex with Dennis way before he got his freedom.
Right. That's right.
Right. So as soon as it was just, free game, it's like, well, it's better just go for it.
Well, we go for this every Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Wherever you're tuning in, leave us a comment below. Let us know if you liked it, if you hated it, if you'd like to see more of somebody or less of somebody. If you want to ask questions about the show or find out how you can be a part of it, you can just post those comments below. And don't forget to help us. We're making this musical episode. You can make a donation through Venmo or PayPal or the Cash App. Any parting words, Christian, Stuart, Joshua?
Yes, okay, because I saw it in the comments. Nobody hates Horatio more than I do.
No, I really hate Horatio, but
let that be known.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jason in Paradise. What a cutie with his little ears on. That's adorable. Oh, so cute. Well, thanks so much for everybody for being here. We're really excited to see next week when we're going to be seeing Yas Queen as well as episode 8 of season 2. So
yes,
flying by.
Season 2 is almost done, everyone. We've only got 3 more episodes left.
It's crazy town. It's crazy town. All right, we'll see you next time. All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and